Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Daniel here, and today I'm here to bring you guys a little bit of an really old Overwatch gameplay. And I know that, like, what is it, maybe a couple weeks ago, I did manage to show a video talking about the current state of Overwatch for me, and as it's reaching near the end of the season, some of you guys may have caught, I'm streaming Overwatch a little more. My only video so far, I believe, is an Overwatch I've been keeping up. But to say the least, I'm surely but slowly, enjoying the game a little bit more. And in this video, I kind of just want to talk about the state of Season 5 for me and my overall thoughts on this 3-month season. Obviously, coming from me, I played Season 4, made it to Diamond from Platinum, and I continue to push in Diamond. However, didn't really make much progress. I eventually climbed up to about mid-Diamond, and then came to fall here. But then afterwards, Season 4 was just a lot of time put in for me, and just a lot of frustration actually, and I dropped very low into about almost mid-plat even. Before, slowly but surely quickly climbing back up after I started playing Zen. In this gameplay here, you're going to see some Zen action here. And I think this game was pretty solid for me. But either way, I just had a string of amazing Zen games, and so I continue playing him. But nonetheless, I still am a huge Tracer main. Some of you guys on the recent videos might see that I've been playing Tracer quite a bit more, and I even have a one-trick Tracer account now. Hopefully test it out next season to see how that works. That's if if Overwatch, or I guess Blizzard doesn't change the matchmaking, I guess, or how Season 6 will work. So either way, the thing, so obviously Season 5, what is wow, look at that healing. But obviously, Season 5, again, ups and downs for me. I managed to make the Masters, however, obviously, took a break and unfortunately just fell down to, low Diamond. And I'm at 3100 as of this current video. However, the case in point being is just that this season really is, statistically speaking, probably one of my weaker seasons. Simply because my elims per, average 10 minutes are a little lower, and probably because I started off playing Zen thinking that, and Zen did take me to Masters, obviously, and this is Season 5 gameplay you're seeing here. But, Zen did take me to Masters, and that's why I kept playing him. However, it's got to a point where, obviously I insta-lock Zen, and the case in point is that, it just isn't working, I thought that things just weren't working out, and then I almost kind of lost touch of where my Tracer should be. I started off playing this game maining Tracer, and I kind of put it in the back burner simply because Zen just seems to be working out really well. There's anything wrong with that, but the point is just that unfortunately I just kind of got stuck working with just Zen and really no one else. But I've heard a lot of things, just people saying that Season 5 is the worst season for Overwatch yet, and I think Season 5 just is Season 5 is just kind of like where Overwatch kind of took a weird turn. People kind of began to really understand how the ranking system works. And you get one tricks who just wants to, play whatever character they want, and are refusing to switch, regardless of what you say. And then, if your team can't build around that one player, or refuse to build around that one player, then your chances of winning, you're practically playing a 5v6. And earlier in today's stream, sorry guys, I'm a little tired. But earlier in today's stream, there's a Turb main that I realized quickly that he's just fear the Turb, so obviously Turb earns his main, and I really highly doubted that he switched. Although he did switch to Lucio later on, which is a good thing. It's one of the pluses. Season 5 is not all just throws. I don't believe in that fact. But I do believe that, there are a lot more, one tricks and stuff, simply because people finally are figuring out how to abuse that system. But like I said, so obviously we built our team around Turbian, and believe it or not, we actually won that King of the Hill match. You know, and that was against Farah. That was against, you know, a dive comp essentially, and they weren't bad at it either. We just simply protected the Turb, and the Turb was really good at what he does. So I feel like, you know, in essence, what one tricks are so like adamant are is that they play extremely well at their roles. So even if they were to lose, they wouldn't lose as many points simply because they're just outplaying the other characters or the other people who are playing the same hero, you know. And so because of that fact, people just climb faster and they just drop less. Now obviously for flex players, you're only going to have a little bit of time on each hero, and you know there's a good chance they're just going to underperform compared to some of the one tricks, you know, in your rank. You know, and it happens. That's just how it goes. So obviously they're still obviously flex players, you know, they're in GM and stuff that work, and it's just a matter of it's just a matter of your team. You know, and if it's unfortunate, you just keep running into bad teams.
It's going to the top.
You know, it happens. But like I said in my previous, you know, current state of Overwatch for me video, it's still, I really still believe that if you're good, you're gonna climb. And I mean, to say the least today, I think that I did end up climbing. And although yes, it was a little bit of a back and forth, it was quite convincing. You know, it felt very solid for me, and it just felt like, you know, a lot of the times it felt like I played to the best of my abilities, and I was pretty comfortable with how I ended up playing. You know, I was pretty content even if we took the loss. I mean, I think today's record was what, 6-4 maybe. So you know, it was not all that amazing. However, you know, we managed to, you know, still come out with more points than we lost. Now, obviously, of course, are there days that will just inevitably just drop and have all days. You know, it's not unavoidable. You know, I think that it isn't. You know, you try your best and you just play it to the best of your ability. And obviously, you know, me doing that, just trying to one-trick Tracer even on the main, it's shown off. It's picked up its abilities, and I would say, like, out of the, I don't know how many games I played. Out of the 10 games I played, I would say at least a solid 8 of them, 7 of them, I pulled a pretty amazing, pull off some really amazing picks. And I mean, I think the last game I played was a pretty good showcase of, I guess, like, my growth in Season 5 as well. Because of the fact that I was 1v1ing the Hanzo, and obviously, you know, you're thinking, well, Tracer versus Hanzo, and Tracer is supposed to smash Hanzo. Obviously, yes, but, you know, you always have to be afraid of that, you know, scatter arrow. I think he had it on cooldown, and luckily it just jumped in really quickly, killed him. Then shooting at Zarya, however, I realized that Mercy was backing up, and she was trying to hide, and her health wasn't exactly in the best condition. And even if her health was in good condition, the goal of me is to obviously end her, because, you know, she could easily make us, what is it called, a 6v6 fight, into a 11v6 fight, and that's not something I want. So, quickly, I gave up on the Zarya, blinked over to her, killed her, recalled because I knew that there was McCree nearby and he probably was going to throw that flashbang, and luckily I knew exactly where I was going to recall, and I just recalled straight into Zarya. You know, that is pretty amazing. On top of that, I realized that my aim has increased in its ability as well. I don't know if it's because of playing Zen or me doing a lot of, I think, like, what's it called? A couple days ago I've been doing some on-and-bot drills, and just overall practicing my aim. And obviously my aim and tracking is a little better, so, you know, that makes me relatively happy. So yeah. But as far as, you know, say positioning goes, I think positioning, because of Zenyatta, it really helps me as well. And on top of that, just kind of knowing how, you know, teams at this, like, level seem to play. You know, seeing someone like Zen really doesn't threaten me too much. Of course, you know, some Zens still, like, make it a hard time for me. But, you know, for the most part, Zens don't really make me fear them, and I kind of see them as almost like a free kill. And so, you know, getting those picks on Zen is really important as well as Tracer. So, you know, these are just things that, you know, over time, I mean, these are like common sense things, and some people might say that, oh, you know, these are things that you should know. You know, these are things that you should know as Tracer. You always go free supports and try to dive the supports. However, what you do have to realize is that it takes Soldier, what the hell? Tracer takes a lot of mechanical skill, actually. There's a lot of just, oh god, this Mercy's just getting fed right here. But, Tracer's, I mean, Tracer is really meant for a little bit more mechanically advanced players. I'm not saying that, you know, I'm above, you know, all the players out there, you know, as Tracer. I'm just saying that Tracer requires good tracking and then a lot of good split-second reaction, and as well as, like, in-your-face gunfight, you know? Because Tracer is not meant for sustained fights, and so if she's not able to eliminate her opponent quickly, she is going to be in a bad spot soon, because her resources are basically all used to escape. And so obviously, you know, when I first played Tracer back in Plat, it was very difficult for me. Not only did I not have the mechanical skills to really climb higher, I was really heavily reliant on my team and kind of just fought in my team's bubble, you know, and kind of shooting behind the Reinhardt shield when that is essentially not my job.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just as unfortunate as that is. It's a good thing that I finally realized it now, so hopefully, you know, knowing all of these Tracer skills and tactics will allow me to climb. So, my goals, I guess, you know, obviously at the end of Season 5, is just climb as high as I can. Obviously, you know, I don't think I'll be able to get to Masters again, simply because I'm so busy with other things that I need to do, and, you know, just things that I want to accomplish, say in dance, and, you know, just personally, just wanted to play on PC, as I've also been working on that platform, but I just really wanted to just be able to kind of chill off a little bit, cool off. Season 5 was a long season for me. Season 4 was also a really long season with me, but you know, it's about time that we kind of just take a little bit of a breather and enter Season 6 really strong.
Oh my god.
If I make it a Masters, great, we just get more practice. But I really plan to just really hone in on my Tracer, as she just is so strong as just in Overwatch in general, and I just don't see it nerf coming to her anytime soon, simply because of how well balanced she is. So, you know, it is how it is. Yeah, so, you know, I guess, you know, Season 5 overall, like I said, is an up and down season for me. But, you know, I mean, through all the Mercy reses, because I couldn't kill the Mercy, or through all the team wipes, because all the, what's it called, Diva bombs dropped in without us knowing, or me dying all before I could ult save the team, you know, it is what it is. Oh, look at that. That was a pretty solid, trans right there, I'm not gonna lie. But see, trans like those really just keep the game going, so knowing when to trans, knowing when to keep your team alive is really important. You really shouldn't be looking for that clutch moment to really try and find, I guess, the ultimate moment to ult, I guess. So, you know, just keeping sustain is pretty important. And Zen, so these are all things that you learn about Zen. You know, I learned about Zen. But you know, 42 and 15, not too shabby for Zen. 17,000 healing done, and you know, I think that's an insane amount of healing. Only 1,904 transcendence healing actually, which is a little bit, wow. Jesus, that is one hell of an ult.
You're welcome.
Yeah. But yeah, hopefully my rambles weren't too insane, as we're reaching the end of the video here. I never write what I'm going to commentate on, so, you know, just my first-hand thoughts on, you know, what I think of the topic, which in this case, Season 5,
oh my
it's a good season for me.
You're at
pretty
exactly
good.
3,500. You got lucky as well.
Yeah, I was pretty lucky. So, anyways, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and, you know, I think the next time, hopefully next time, will be a solid master. So, that note, peace out, guys.